When he drives, his fingers cramp up. He experiences spasms on a regular basis. One of the scars healed into a hole into his arm, and he still does not have full range of motion in that arm. And that's just the physical injuries. Someone that goes through something as horrific as this, it's no surprise, has some mental trauma as well. He talked about that it's difficult for him to be out in public and see police officers. And he never had a problem with that before. He loved police officers, but now he fears folks that are out there to protect. He also can't have the same relationship with dogs as he used to have. And it's something that still gives him nightmares to this day. But as my partner Chris said, we do want to thank the district attorney, and we want to thank the citizens of Fulton County who brought back this indictment. And I'll let Mr. Moya say a few words now.
I'm sorry. Is there any way we can get that picture out of there? Because I can't put that on television.
That might be too graphic, yeah.
Thank you very much.
Well, first and foremost, I want to thank the DA's office for all their help and support. And thank you for everybody else who gave me the love and support, my family and friends. This is a step in the right direction, I'll say. I know we do have some more ways to go, but I'm appreciative for where we are now, and thank you for everybody and everything.
Do you feel like you're one step closer to justice in this whole thing?
Yes, a step, yes. Like I said, I know that we do have more a further process to go, I'll say, but yes, it is the right step.
Can you elaborate on the injuries and how they're still affecting you?
Well, so first and foremost, my arm is disfigured, I'll say, for the most part. I have a hole here in my arm, dents and scars that go all the way back to my back. So the K9 also had, K9, so, infections. I had to fight infections. I'm still dealing with that. As I stated before, I get cramps in my fingers, so from the nerve damage, and the list goes on, I can say.
I can't imagine how emotionally traumatizing this is for you. I mean, is this the kind of thing where you're having flashbacks, you have nightmares about this?
Well, yes. I mean, so, yes, I'll say. Nightmares, thoughts, flashbacks, yes.
How do you feel about this officer, this K9 handler?
I'm going to say, well, my personal feelings are never mind, I'll say, but, I'm just glad that the process has been rectified somewhat, and like you said earlier, we took a step in the right direction, so.
This, of course, is just an indictment. Do you worry that, this will carry all the way through to a conviction?
Well, hopefully. I mean, all I can do is just hope and work towards, our goal and so forth. So I can't, really say. Hopefully it does go that way.
So whenever you see a K9, I guess, on the streets, you really get kind of panicked, huh? Police dog. What goes through your mind? So I just remember flashbacks. As I stated, I remember. I know. I say, okay. I keep my distance pretty much and go about my own path and so forth.
I think the sad thing in this situation is that it was deemed justified after the internal review by the police department, and that's a sad situation. When all of Georgia saw it, and everybody felt that that was unnecessary for that dog to be let loose on an individual that was subdued and on the ground. And if you watch the full video, you can see that there were multiple times where you could see that that dog was going to be used at some point, even if it wasn't justified. And I think that speaks loudly to how this situation could happen again if that is allowed to happen. But that's why we have this process, and that's why Fulton County spoke yesterday, because they disagreed that this was justified. They disagreed that a citizen should be mauled like that, to the point where officers have to come with a hose afterwards and hose the sidewalk off because there's so much blood. It's not going to be allowed in Georgia.
And in terms of that lawsuit that you all have filed, are you any closer to a resolution than more?
No, it is still pending. City Council has not reached out to Mr. Moya or us to try and resolve the situation. And I think that's because in a lot of these situations, resolving a situation like this or accepting responsibility can be seen as not supporting law enforcement, which is a horrible way of thinking. Support the good officers, and when something bad happens, take accountability. That's all every Georgian asks for. Thank y'all.